Hey, what's up you guys? So today I'm going to be talking about boobies again. So I'm going to be giving you some questions that I've found on the internet that I feel are very valuable to ask your surgeon before you make a decision on the surgeon that you decide to use. So the first question I see on here is, are you certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery? That is very important. So, okay, and the reason is the surgeons that are certified, it says that they must undergo strict certification that requires at least 3 years of general surgery training, 2 years of plastic surgery training, passage of written and oral exams, and adherence to a strict code of medical ethics. So you can actually verify if they are on this website, certificationmatters.org, and you type in the physician's name and it'll let you know. So that's always a good backup if you are unsure if they are. So so it does say that some general surgeons or dermatologists, for example, may call themselves plastic surgeons and try to perform these procedures. So you definitely don't want them doing a boob job on you. So, where will your surgery be performed? Sorry about the noise. Matt just got done washing the bins. Okay, the bins looks disgusting right now. Or no, it did. I'm sure it looks good now. But we went a while without washing the car and it looked really, really rough. So it was embarrassing. But so there's been some bad weather and stuff, so it got really dirty. But he just washed it. So I'm gonna go look at it in a little bit. Anyway, back on track, guys. Where will my surgery be performed? Your surgery should be done in an accredited outpatient center or hospital. Okay, so a surgery center that is accredited has met requirements for patient safety. So, yeah, that's, you want to make sure that it's not going to be done in some, I don't know, hole in the wall or like some like place that's not sanitary and is completely, you know, professional, because it can be very dangerous if you're not going to the right person to perform a breast surgery on you. I know a lot of people will like go out of the country and go and just try to save money or something. I definitely wouldn't do that because your health could be at risk. So I would just save up enough money if you don't quite have enough money and go to the right place. Like, don't risk your health. So the next question they have on here is, what sort of anesthesia can I expect during my procedure? There are 3 main types of anesthesia. Asleep, which is I was asleep. Local, the specific surgical site is numb. Now I would not want that. Oh my gosh, I'd be freaking out, because think about, like, if you're numb right here, I would think like I wasn't breathing. Like, I just know because I've had C-sections and the anesthesia like went too high and it made me think that I wasn't breathing. Like, so that gave me like serious anxiety. I thought I didn't know if I was dying. It was crazy. So if I were to just be like numb in this area, I don't know how much anxiety I would have. And my procedure was 3 hours because I had a lift done too at the same time. What takes so long is the lift, not the breast surgery, putting the breast in. That surgery is significantly less than an actual lift. And I got a lift because I've had kids, so I wanted them to be as perky as possible again. So yeah, that's The other one is, let's see, twilight anesthesia. Your level of consciousness is altered. That would just like really make me anxious. I would think I was like going crazy or something. So I'm glad that I went with the sleeping one, because then all you do is you go right to sleep, and then next thing you know, they wake you up and you're got your boobs done. Like, you didn't feel anything. You're in no pain because the medicine's in you. And as long as you stay on top of your pain meds, then you'll be completely good. So, let's see. The next question is, will anesthesia be given by a board-certified anesthesiologist or nurse? So, you definitely want that. You want to make sure that everybody has gotten the proper education and graduated and gotten everything that they need to do, because you just don't know. I mean, this is your health. You know what I mean? Like, you want to make sure your ducks are in a row before you go getting cut open and having something put in you and having people put IVs in you, and then they're not even got all the proper amount of education that they're supposed to get in order to perform. So, next question is, what are the risks associated with my procedure? So obviously there's going to be risks. There's risks with every procedure. And that's basically what this says. It's imperative to weigh the benefits versus the risk of, excuse me guys, it's imperative to outweigh, like, you know, your pros and cons. Consider your own health, so, if you have certain health issues that may make it much harder for you to heal, you definitely want to do your research and consider if it's right for you. Make sure that you're healthy, mentally and physically enough to go and get this procedure. Okay, so another question that you should ask, because I definitely didn't ask this, so I'm trying to help someone out who is really considering on getting this procedure. But how often do you see breast augmentation complications in your practice? That is a really, really, really good question. Now it does say, obviously no surgeon is perfect, okay? Especially like the longer they've been in it, most chances are that there's been some sort of slip up, okay, so pretty much every doctor has dealt with some sort of complication. Now, a lot of that, like I said, and what I was talking about with your own health, a lot of times complications happen because the person already had some other health issue, some underlying health issue. So make sure you're 100% like honest in your questionnaire and like do exactly everything that he tells you. If you're on any medications for something, if you smoke cigarettes, you're not supposed to smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol right before your procedure. When he tells you that, and nurses tell you that, they do it for a reason. So if you are a heavy smoker, a heavy drinker, to where you won't be able to stop those habits prior to getting the procedure, that you need to be able to cut back way before you get your procedure. So yeah, just consider all that. Consider your lifestyle, consider your health before you go getting a surgical procedure. Next is, if a complication does occur during or after my surgery, how will it be handled? Okay, so if they are board certified, they will have admitting privileges at a local hospital. Now, if they're not board certified, they won't even be able to admit you to a local hospital. And that's if it's done in an outpatient surgical center. Ask how many breast augmentations they perform each year. You want to know their experience level, so that's a good question. are you a good candidate? And like I said, your candidate has to, this is exactly what I was saying. You want to make sure that your mental and your physical health can handle the procedure. Okay, so this basically says certain habits of emotional states may make you a poor candidate for breast augmentation. Are you willing to give up smoking? You know, are you willing to cut back alcohol for a little while? Are you willing to stop doing whatever drugs you may be doing? Do you suffer from body dysmorphic disorder, have eating disorder? Just your overall health is what matters. So you don't want to sign up for surgery and you personally weren't ready for it. So, okay, so that is all the questions I'm really going to read today, because I do not want to make this a super long video, but these are some important questions that I saw just on the internet. I did not come up with those questions, but they are very important to ask. A lot of those I did not ask. So I basically, when I found my doctor, I did a lot of research on him and reviews and saw what his feedback was, and went with that, and thankfully I ended up doing really well. So everything was very professional where I went, had amazing reviews. So, you know, that's the main research that I did. But I would definitely encourage you to ask those questions, take some questions with you whenever you go to your consult. That way you're more prepared to choose who your surgeon should be. If you get a bad feeling about them, you know, there's plenty of other surgeons to choose from. You don't have to pick the first one you choose. So that's another thing that you should be aware of, is you don't have to pick the first one. Don't rush into it. Like, do some interviewing. You know, you want to make sure that you feel comfortable with somebody cutting you open. Like, that's a big deal, and sticking needles in you. Like, you want to know these people. You want to feel really comfortable with them. You just want to have a good experience. So thankfully I did, and I got mine done June or July. I think it's June or July of last year, so not a year yet. But I'm very happy with them, and that's basically it. So I will definitely continue to do more videos. I don't know if I'll do any more boob ones unless I get some requests, because I don't know what else there is to cover. But yeah, that's all for this video. So I hope that, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say, like, I ordered some more Lululemons, okay? I have an addiction, okay? Like, but I went ahead and ordered the Groove 3 size 4 because the 6s are a little big. And I especially noticed that, like, throughout the day, like, they would get bigger on the waist and then kind of like roll down or fall down. I had to keep pulling them up. So I got the 4, so I'm waiting on those. And I got those in tall still, even though they're a little long. But I ordered those from Lululemon.com, the website, whatever it is. I just type in Lululemon and it knows, and it goes to it. So, and then I ordered a pair on eBay, which I have not done yet. That's my first pair on eBay. They were a power seller with extremely high feedback, so they ended up being like half of what I've been paying for Lululemons. So I decided to get those too, but Matt's coming back, so I'm gonna stop talking about those. Okay, so that's basically it for this video. So now I'm gonna go clean the inside of the car out, since he cleaned the outside of it, and I'm gonna go like do a happy dance about the car being cleaned. So see you guys later.